Today on the Point Blank Performance YouTube channel, we've got the 21 Duramax back. Last time, if you missed it, the 21 Ford Power Stroke went head to head with it. Now the difference was, this truck had 37s on it and the Power Stroke had stock wheels and tires. Check out that video, see which one actually made more horsepower and torque. We talked about this truck will be coming back and be powered by our D3 HP package. Guess what? It's here, and it is. We've got the 67mm turbocharger on it. We've got the Worley Custom Fab piping kit, and hey, we're here to make some power. But before we get carried away, I want to refer back to a black Duramax that was on our channel recently. That truck, we stopped the dyno pull. We made around 520 real horsepower. It's 100 degrees outside. We did not want to get carried away with it. If we're chasing a big number, we melt the truck down. That ain't cool. It's the reason why we stopped it at 520, called it a day. Today, we're going to be going into it the same type of tempo. We're going to be looking at all the parameters, making for sure this truck's healthy. Yes, the customer spent a bunch of money on it. He wants to deliver that big power. That Charger's supposed to be able to put down 800 rural horsepower. We know we got a lot of fuel, so we're going to go step one, load a file in the truck. We're going to see what it puts down, and then we're going to make revisions based upon that. You guys get first seat with us. Guys, it's dyno time. So we just finished up on the test run out of the 21 L5P. To my knowledge, guys, this has been the first and only one so far with a 67mm turbocharger on it. What did we lay down? Take a look at the graph here. 543 rural horsepower and 967 foot-pounds of torque. Now guys, for an L5P, that's not super impressive. On stock fuel, stock turbocharger, they lay down like 590. We've seen 592. But before we put our foot in our mouth, we actually recorded the data from the engine. We're gonna share that with you guys and let you know how aggressive we got with this truck to make 543 rural horsepower. So let's take a look at it. First off, it's got 37-inch tall tires on it, so we wanna make for sure if the engine's putting out RPMs, is it actually getting to the ground? So yes, engine put out 3,200 RPMs. The transmission put out 3,200 RPMs as well. So we're good to go. 10 speed still hanging in there. Let's drop on down here. So next subject we're going to be looking at is our fuel pressure. What do we desire out of this truck? So on the fuel pressure, we desire 29,000 pounds of pressure out of it. We dropped a little bit. We went down to like 28. It's still okay. We're in that 543, horsepower range. We're still good. We've got some fuel pressure to go. Now we want to look at the third subject. So I pay attention to this, basically to see how much air that turbocharger is breathing in. Because keep in mind, we still have the factory intake box on it. It can halt our movement of making power because lack of flow. Keep in mind, we want to give this turbocharger a fair fight. Speaking of fair fight, at what boost pressure did we make 543 rural horsepower? Take a look here. 28 pounds, guys. Usually we're in the 40 pounds making 590. At only 28 pounds, we're making that 543. So let's go into that a little bit deeper. What are we commanding out of the truck? 42.8. You have to subtract atmospheric pressure, which is 15 pounds. You're going to be close to that 28 pounds. So, again, this turbocharger, you can't judge it. It's been great so far. We're going to go back. We're going to give it to the engineers. They're going to see this, and they're going to revise this file. We will finesse the vane position with our amount of fuel that we have in the truck. We will boost up the truck because it is an electronically controlled turbocharger. We're going to make more power. So guys, let's go to the next dyno run. So guys, we just finished up with our second run. 561 rural horsepower and 1,089 foot-pounds of torque. Still not super impressive, but looking at the data, this turbocharger's moving a lot of air. 612 grams of air per second. This dude will move the air. Now, a number to pay attention to also is the boost. We're still around 36 pounds of boost. We've dropped a little bit of timing. Our boost pressure is still there, and we actually picked up a little bit of horsepower. Now we're gonna make a tune revision, add a little bit more boost to it, and see if we can step into that 600 rural horsepower. It's dyno time. It's been 3 weeks since we finished up our D3 HP package on the 21 L5P, and we're calling it quits at 570 rural horsepower on 37-inch tall tires. Guys, we sent all the information over to Calibrated Power Solution. We said, hey, we want you to look at the log and see if the truck is actually performing, if the turbocharger is putting out the air, and if the truck is actually putting it in the engine and laying it down on the dyno. They replied back with, that truck should be putting down 650 to 680 rural horsepower. So we came to this conclusion. Maybe our dyno is reading wrong. If you've been through our videos, you know our numbers compared to others are a little low, but in our opinion, the dyno reads right. That way when we hand you over a truck like the 21 L5P on 37-inch tall tires, we know what it makes and it'll make more power anywhere else. And we proved that. We took it off here. We took it down to Steve's shop, said, hey, let's run this truck, same setup. The truck ended up making 588 rural horsepower. We were still after over 600 rural horsepower out of our D3 HP package. We didn't make it, we're moving on. Now, my opinion of the Stealth turbocharger, it sounds good, lower EGTs, it drives nice. I don't really have anything negative to say about the turbocharger. We're impressed with it. Overall, I'm power happy and we want to go after those bigger numbers, and we just did not get there. We will be running with an S400 platform from here forward just because of what we're after with the business and its overall goal. So if you guys are running a Stealth 67mm turbocharger and have an L5P platform, made way more horsepower, made way more torque, why don't you jump in the comments? We want to hear from you guys. We want to know about all the details. Give us a full menu. But make for sure, like always, like we do, make for sure you can back it up with a video. Make for sure you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll see you back here next week at Point Blank Performance with the 21 Cummins. She went, I heard her go, brah.